Casualty's Stevie Nash, played by Elinor Lawless, had a traumatic night in Holby ED. In tonight's episode, in scenes which saw more than one patient display violent tendencies. The episode was the latest installment in the History of Violence story arc on the long-running BBC medical drama, and it saw fans get very concerned for the medic. The ED has been reeling since the vicious attack on Nurse Ryan Firth, Eddie Joe Robinson, on December 30th, which led to him quitting his job. Stevie has been taking extra precautions, implementing new procedures to filter out violent patients and wearing a body cam. At the beginning of the episode, viewers also learned that Stevie had been taking self-defense classes to enable her to defend herself against attacks. However, she still wasn't prepared for the fact that Ryan's attacker Ray McKenna would be on day release from prison to attend his mother's funeral. While in the middle of dealing with the sensitive case of a traumatized young man who had been raped, she found herself confronted by Ray, who had managed to give the police the slip. She froze as he confronted her and showed him her body cam, telling him that he was being recorded. He was in no fit state to be reasoned with though. Clearly angry and emotional, he approached her. "Tell them what really happened. Tell them I wasn't in my right mind. The judge, he'll put me away for this. Tell them it was a mistake," he raged. "You assaulted a kid who was trying to do his job. That's not a mistake, it's an unprovoked attack," a shaking Stevie fired back. "You provoked me," he argued. "You kept pushing Mum to the back of the queue, and you could have saved her and you didn't," he shouted as he lunged at her. "I'm sorry about what happened to your mum, I really am, but I don't come to work to have the living daylights beaten out of me," she cried. "Ryan has to live with the consequences, so why shouldn't you?" she screamed, shaking as security pulled him off her and removed him. When Charolais Fairhead, Derek Thompson, inquired how she was, she claimed she was grand and said it would take more than Ray to make her go home. Her travails didn't end there, as shortly afterwards, a former war zone photographer became aggressive when she refused to prescribe him sleeping pills. As she froze when he lashed out, it was clear the earlier interaction had hugely affected her. Viewers were left concerned for Stevie and by what had happened to her, and they took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share their thoughts. At Jamemus1989 penned, "RO Stevie is worried #Casualty." At KirstyCakes3006 wrote, "Watching #Casualty early because my mum still maintains 9:20 is too late, but poor Stevie." At Theshagasaga added, "Fearing for Stevie's life, RNOMG #Casualty." Casualty is available to watch on BBC iPlayer.